here, feel free to say hello. And also, if you are a returning member of our crew, our piano squad, feel free to say what is up as well. Hey, Lewis. Lewis says, "What's up, B?" Gail says, "Hi, Tim. What's up, B?" I like that. And then welcome back, Gail, as always. So thank you for coming out. I like that, what I said earlier. Piano squad. You're a part of my piano squad. The regulars of the live stream. So tonight we're doing Jingle Bells. And like I said, we're going to get started here in just a minute or so. Let a couple more people show up maybe. I'm just going to kind of warm up for a second. Make sure everything's working properly as well. I think there's a mistake in this. In the fifth measure, where you have, "Oh, what fun it is to ride." When you start there, they have a G there. I mean, yeah, it clashes. I would play an F with your left hand there, but we'll talk about that when we get there in a second. Rich says, "Hey, Tim, hope everything is okay with you." It's okay. I mean, everything's going to be okay. But I'm hanging in there. I'm a little tired tonight, but I'm certainly kicking. I'm here tonight anyway. But yeah, I'm doing okay. Hopefully everybody else is doing well. David says, "Hey, yo." Hello, David. I believe it's your first time here, and welcome to the live stream. Okay, here we go. Let me position this a little better, maybe. No. Okay, greetings as well. Okay, so let me think of maybe a short intro for us, and then we will get started. Hello, students. Your piano teacher, Tim, here from Lessons on the Web, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Jingle Bells, which is a pretty easy and definitely a classic to learn this holiday season, so we're going to get right onto it. Okay, we're going to go over the right hand first, and the thing to keep in mind is you want to get your hand in the right position first. You want to take your thumb, place it on middle C, and then place your next fingers over the consecutive notes. So you should have thumb on C and pinky on G. Next, once you get your hand in position, the first few notes, jingle bells, is all with E. And then the part where it's jingle all the way, it's going to be E with finger 3, G with your pinky there, 5, and then C with 1, D with 2, E with 3. So it's jingle all the way. And then make sure to hold that whole note for 4 beats. And then for the part where it's "Oh, what fun it's all with Fs. "Oh, what fun it." And then the part where it is to ride in a is F, E, 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 E. And then you have one horse open sleigh, which is E, D, D, E, D. And then G, which is kind of a pickup into the next part. So a good thing for us is that we have in the next part of the song, we have jingle bells, and then the same thing, jingle all the way, and it matches it exactly. And then actually the next two measures are the same as well. "Oh, what fun it is to ride in a," and then the one horse open sleigh part is different because you have G, G, F, D, C. So once again, it's G, G, F, D, C. And feel free to watch parts of this video again if you need to kind of go over that. Also, the left hand, luckily, is very easy. All C major chords made up of C, G, plays whole notes. I'm assuming you know what whole notes are. If not, check out my first piano lesson playlist. And then you have G with 1, have C chord, C chord, C chord, and I think you get it, C chord, rest, C chord, rest. And now you notice how those two notes were at the bottom-ish. We are right here with the F and the G in the left hand. And then you got C and the G. You got F and G. And then C, E, and G. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put our hands together. Remember when putting hands together to first go very slowly. Take you a few times before you are able to play it, from the beginning to the end like that. You may want to section it off into the sections. So you may want to start out and, these are some practice tips for you. Start out with the just part where it's jingle bells, jingle all the way. And then just repeat that section over and over again until you get it. And then what you do is you go to the next section after you master that first one, and it's, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Now, you will want to practice this on its own until you have it, fairly mastered. So basically what I'm telling you to do is break down the song into smaller sections and master those sections. They're based on, I would say, do every 4 measures there. Every complete sentence in the song's lyrics there. And, do it like that. If you break it down into smaller parts, you will actually be able to learn it a lot faster. And then you can start to play it faster at its full speed. Let me start again. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. And that's it. Well, I should have... Well, no, actually, we're all good. I thought I had made a mistake, but we're fine. Hello, let's see what everybody has said. I just tried it without looking, not bad for first try. Very festive. Thank you very much, Brian. I love songs where my hand doesn't have to move. Yeah, exactly. So this one is meant to be an easier one for sure. Good evening, everybody, says Richard. Welcome back, Richard. Richard Rapp, I think, if I'm pronouncing his name, but he has been in our live stream many times. Not quite as many times as Rich, but almost. I tried it too. Very cool. Yeah, much easier. So I wanted to find something that you could learn in time for Christmas, and this is basically what it is. So remember to just learn it hand separate and then put the chords in with it. Should be, as long as you know how to play basic two-handed songs, you should be able to tackle this one, I would say, fairly quickly without too much trouble at all. Let me see here. Hey, not cool, bro, says LOL. All right, very nice. So anybody have any questions so far on Jingle Bells? I know it's a very simple song, but it had been a while since I made a Jingle Bells tutorial, so I thought it would be a decent idea. And I'm going to do some more holiday-themed videos before Christmas. I will at least put out one. Well, Christmas is next week, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to make you any promises, but I'll try to get one more holiday-themed video out for you, whether it's, the video we put out today, which we didn't even have a live stream for because I couldn't make the live stream. I did make the video on how to find easy Christmas songs or holiday music, whatever holiday you tend to celebrate. And it applies to all holidays, so even if you're looking for things for the 4th of July in the summer, you use the same tips. And then I just gave, 3 examples of good Christmas songs or Christmas carols, and then, there's a couple of fun ones. that I recommend that you start with. So check that out if you haven't, because that we did not have that live stream, because a lot of these you'll see the live stream and then you'll see the video after, and you've seen some of the same things. I mean, the video that comes out after is a lot more cut down and concise. But oh, Richard, oh thank you, you flatterer. I'm learning Angels We Have Heard on High, quite an interesting song, good for a beginner. Okay, great. I'm glad. That's a really good recommendation, actually. So when you watch that video, David, feel free to leave that in the comments there as well, because I think other people would really like to know, some good songs. Sometimes I forget about all the songs that are out there, and I can only name maybe 3 Christmas songs, and then somebody brings them up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a really good one. So thank you for sharing. That's great. And welcome, by the way. It is so cold. My lips are so chapped, and it's just awful. I'm using chapstick, but it's still, it's so bitter cold here. It's, what is it? It was like 10 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. So I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it is cold. It's below freezing, so it would be below 0, I believe, right? I think that's how it works. I'm really tired, so if I mess that up, I'm sorry. So have you guys ever, guys and gals, ever played for your family on Christmas? The piano. Has anybody ever asked you to play, or have you volunteered to play some, music around the holiday time? I remember one time I did a Christmas, well, not concert, but like Christmas recital at an old folks home, and we were playing Christmas carols. And one side of the old folks home was singing one verse, and the other, I mean, the notes were the same, but the verse was different, and the other people were singing the other, and it was really distracting and hard to do. But I think they, some of them interpreted how to follow the staff a little differently. Okay, let's see. Bride Sugar says, heading out to karaoke. I hope you have a great lesson. I'll be sure to watch it later. Thank you so much, Brian. Always welcome back, of course. And then, let's see, just looking through. Gail says, I'm doing the practice key sets in Prep 4, the entertainer song. Don't care for that song too much. Yeah, I know. I kind of like it, though. Oops. I don't know. I'm too tired to play. Okay, David says, I will play a few Christmas songs for my family, but I've only been learning a few weeks. Oh Holy Night, Silent Night, and Angels We Have Heard on High. All great examples, by the way. I'm probably going to make it, maybe the video I'll put out this week, if I'm able to, is an update to the video I just put out, where I kind of just list some more songs that I recommend you look for, and a lot of these are good. Yeah, Kale says that's it. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I think it's a fun little song, but everybody has different tastes. I tend to like Bach's Prelude in C for beginners. It's a great first Bach piece, I think. We talked about it a while ago. I don't remember exactly when. Oh no, I'm losing it. But yeah, that one is a really good one, so I recommend that one as well. Like I said, it doesn't take, you know, if you've been learning music for a few months, you can probably tackle that one, I would say. Yeah, I agree. That one's good. Fur Elise is okay. Fur Elise is a little, uh, maybe stale because everybody plays it. Still good though. Oh yeah, I do have a lesson called the three classical songs I recommend that you start with when you start learning classical music. And I think all the ones I'm talking about right now are on that video. I think that's what I'm thinking about. I'm not going to play the middle part, so I'll just end it here. Do you play any songs from the original Final Fantasy? Oh wait, from the Final Fantasy series of games. The songs are the reason I started learning piano. You know, I get that a lot, David. I think you're probably maybe not a lot, but like maybe we started doing the live streams last February, I believe. It's almost been a year. Wow. I think at like late January we started, and I think since then there's maybe 5 people who have brought that up, that Final Fantasy inspired them to play piano. I have played Final Fantasy songs. Um, I don't have any memorized. That might be a good lesson. I don't know. If I did a lesson like where I didn't teach you how to play a Final Fantasy song, I just talked about Final Fantasy songs you could learn. Like maybe Final Fantasy songs that are the best for beginners. You know, because some of them are really hard. Like One Winged Angel is like impossible for a beginner, but some of them are not bad. That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna write that down on my list, my secret list, like Santa. Yeah, Rich says I try learning Eris's song. So anybody who's in the live stream right now, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here, of course. So stick around, and I want to write something down. I want to write this idea down. Okay, let's see where it's at. Okay. I'm writing down this idea for this lesson. What is it? Like easiest Final Fantasy songs to learn on piano. Or I could do like any video game series basically. Okay, I just wanted to write that down. I try to write down all the ideas now that I get from people. And so I can make the lessons on them. Because actually what I used to do is I basically used to never write anything down, and I would forget. To Xanarkand is very easy, a very classical sounding song. Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X, I think, was a great game. It was kind of strange. The voice acting wasn't very good in a lot of the scenes, but I thought the game itself was really good. Rich says, I'm going to buy that game this week. What a coincidence. It seems to me like there are a lot of video game fans that are a part of my, like, not fan base. Well, I guess you're my fan base. Part of the student base, I guess I could say. So I don't know. Maybe I should try doing a couple of video game themed videos. It's not going to be like a It's not going to be like a thing where I play video games, but where I talk about them and the music and how you can learn it on the piano. I think that would be interesting. So I'll look into that. Probably for the new year for sure. Not me. Gail says not me, so I won't do too many, Gail. I'm just going to experiment around with it, so I won't waste too much of your time talking about video games. It must be something in people's brains linking games and piano. Gail, what is your hobby? What do you like to do? My hobbies. Oh, let's see. Rich says, I think when I play games, I pay more attention to the music, the actual game itself. Especially true with like Final Fantasy games because a lot of you're in menus. It's so funny that which I think are great games. Don't get me wrong, but you think about Final Fantasy, at least the old ones, and you spend the entire game like selecting things in a menu, which is kind of odd, but it's really fun. The strategy behind it, I think, is the real gameplay um, for to beat some of the bosses. Streets of Rage is awesome. I agree, but some of the things I like to do are teach piano, and I like to play video games and develop courses for my website. I'm just kidding. Um, I don't know. I like to take walks outside just to kind of like share a little bit with you guys. And I exercise every day. I'm being self-employed. I can exercise. First thing in the day. I could probably do a little bit more, but honestly, when I do exercise more, I get like more tired at the end of the day, and I don't like that because I have a lot of things to do all day. But no, I have a lot of fun making a lot of the stuff for YouTube. To tell you the truth, I have so many interests, very varied. I do fast walking almost every day. I love walking. I just love it. I especially like walking outside, but fast walking is very good. Do you like to read books, Gail? I am not a big book reader. That's what you should know about me. However, I read a ton of stuff online all the time, so I guess I end up reading a lot. But I've read very few actual books in my day. I bet you most of the books I've read. No, I had to read books in college. That kind of ruins it. I was gonna say the most books I read was probably before I was like the age of 12, because I was really into reading, probably from ages 9 to 12, and I read like all the Animorph books and everything like that. I like Garfield comics and things like that, but yeah, definitely not. More internet than everything. I'm an online news addict. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I think especially these days with everything that's going on, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But anyway, yeah, definitely, definitely, online news can keep our interests. I'm a YouTube aholic actually, because I watch YouTube probably like people watch TV. Like I've almost no idea what's going on the TV. I don't know about The Walking Dead or the Game of Thrones or like any of that stuff. I watched Breaking Bad. That was probably the last show I watched. That ended like 4 years ago, so I'm not big on TV, but I watch a lot of YouTube for sure. Some of it though is like research for my videos. I look at kind of what other people are doing and seeing how successful they are at that, and a lot of that is very helpful to do. So I do spend a lot of time doing that, or like watching a channel that maybe isn't music related at all, and then just kind of like wondering like, um, what why is this channel popular, or maybe why it's not, and kind of analyzing it that way. I kind of think that's fun. Avi's back. Hello, Avi. And I promised Avi on Skype that I would get to her recording. I plan on doing that soon. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I have a lot of things going on right now. I'm okay though. So yes, Avi, you are a bit late. We're actually kind of winding down. We played Jingle Bells already. It was a very short lesson. I think it's gonna only being like maybe an 8-minute lesson, which I think is probably good for a tutorial video. Anyway, but we're just kind of, I don't know, talking right now. Yeah, donate your TV 8 years ago. Good for you. TV is, for the most part, garbage. There's a few shows that are okay, and the ones that always make me laugh are like Ancient Aliens. That one, those like are just really stupid and funny. And I used to watch a lot of History Channel, but History Channel now is like all these reality shows, and I kind of liked those for a while, but then they got kind of old. But other than that, not much into TV. Okay, so oh, maybe I should turn this back on. There we go. It's required. Okay. It was down to the Christian-based channels. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you can find something that you can really connect with. That's good, but a lot of stuff on TV is just like unbelievably bad. Okay, so let me think here. I don't even know what's happening with the schedule. Let me check to see what our next topic is. So, by the way, if you go to pianolessonsontheweb.com, and it keeps doing that, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with my site. What happened was the browser, one time I typed it in wrong, and now the browser remembers the web address. But if you go to pianolessonsontheweb.com and you go to community, you can check out our calendar. Okay. So Sunday, it's a generic one. I haven't had time to update the calendar. Really sorry. We're probably looking at after the new year of kind of getting things back together. So we're gonna have we might not have the live stream on Sunday. I'll keep you updated. We will hopefully have it on Friday. But I'll tell you what. I'll really try to make it on Sunday. So let's say that we're going to have that one. That's going to be kind of a mystery one. I may just meet with you guys to kind of get some ideas from you, but I might make up a lesson as well. And then next Friday, classical songs. Ooh, I really need to update this. Okay, so I've actually run out of topics. I have all the topics actually, but I need to update the calendar. So actually, I will update that calendar as soon as I can, and I'll keep you updated. If I need to cancel the live stream for any reason, you can get it on Facebook, or I also try to make an announcement on Twitter as well, so you are updated. Avi says, do you play any other instruments? I play for a while bass guitar, and I played trombone for a while, and then I learned a bunch of instruments in college, but only for a very short time because I had to. So I guess the three instruments that I'm probably the best at are piano. By far, piano's number one, and then I would say trombone's next, and then bass guitar is probably close to follow with the trombone. Gail says, I'm not on either one of those. Yeah, even the news is loaded with drug commercials, yeah. Any plans for Christmas? We are having, I don't know, Christmas together with the family. So it's going to be me, my brother, my sister, my aunt, my uncle, my one grandmother who can make it, my mom, my dad, and I think that's it. I think that's everybody. My cat. We're all gonna get together and we are going to uh, have Christmas. So Avi says, "Who is your favorite piano player and favorite YouTube piano player?" Um, I don't. I actually don't know. Favorite YouTube piano player? Who is my favorite? Well, let's see. There's Liper. There's let's see, the violin and piano tutor, Allison, I think. There is Piano TV. I can't remember her name right now. I can't believe it. Out of those three, there's more than that too. Um, I'm gonna go with me. I like me the best. I play piano pretty well, and I'm my favorite kind of person. So I'm just gonna have to say that I am my favorite piano player on YouTube. I'm gonna splash out $20 and get a cheap bench. Very cool, David. Having a good bench is great. Oh, Kyle Landry, who does a lot of covers. I've seen a lot of his stuff. There's also a guy. Oh, he does music theory lessons. Michael New does theory lessons, and he has a following. He's not bad either. I like Kyle Landry, and Tim here is also really good too. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Gail. But Tim is the man. Thanks, Rich. Thanks, everybody. I really enjoy hanging out with you, like I say. And I will update this calendar. I do need to kind of decide on the order of the lessons that I'm going to put out. I have some really good ideas for lessons. There are unbelievable. I'm just going to kind of tell you some of them right now. And then we're going to call it quits for this evening. I'm going to call it kind of an early day. I'm very tired. So, but I think we had a good discussion today. Okay, let's see here. Oh, so some of the lessons coming up include how to tell if you are in a major key or minor key. So a lot of times, as you know, for every key signature, that's how many sharps or flats are in the song. There's a major and minor, for each of those. So if there's something that has one sharp and it's F sharp, that can either be G major or E minor. So basically, I'm going to give you some tips on how to figure out which one you're in. And then how to get your hands in the correct position. So I'm probably going to talk about like when you're first starting out as well as when you're playing more advanced songs, looking at the first notes and figuring that out. So another one is how to think about music creativity. Blah, blah. How to think about music creatively. That's how English works. And so that one's pretty self-explanatory. We have easiest Final Fantasy songs to learn on piano. Any video game series. I added that today. And then some of these, looking at them, I don't think will be great lessons. Like there's one on sharps, flats, and naturals that I think I did that one. I don't know. There's one of rests. I haven't done a lesson on rests, believe it or not. Yeah, I hear a lot, David, of Yeruma, if that's the person's name. The river flows in you. I've heard many times, but I don't know how to play it on the piano. I'm sure I could figure it out without too much trouble. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to wrap it up. If you have any last minute comments or questions, let me know, and I'll answer those. And if not, we will be meeting probably on Sunday, I hope, and we'll go from there. Tim is the best piano YouTube. I'm the best piano YouTube, guys. And then learn the most from you. Thank you very much, Rich. Oh, YouTuber. Yeah, just busting your chops a little bit, Rich. Take care and stay warm. I will. Thank you very much, David. Thanks, Gail. Thanks everybody who came out tonight. And I promise I will get back to more exciting live streams where you are enriched. But tonight was more of a laid back one. I just wanted to give you a little holiday themed thing going on. So thanks as always. I'll most likely see you before Christmas time. And yeah, so have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.